Hello, how's everybody doing? It is 12 o'clock, and as soon as this thing connects, we'll be able to drop this out. All right, let me drop this out and get back to the Zoom page. There we are. Hello, hello.
Look, I got my smart girl glasses on today. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having an amazing Monday.
She's got her smart girl glasses on because she's got something going on with her eye.
Again.
Contacts.
What you gonna do?
It's the price of being beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you feeling beautiful?
I'm not feeling so beautiful.
Good morning, everybody. One drawback from doing this through Zoom is I don't get to see the people that are jumping on here until later. So hello, everyone, and I'm glad you guys are with us. The month of January, I've been thinking we're in February for weeks now. Like, I don't know why, but we're still in January, and now we're into the last week of January. So we'll be talking about that a little bit with you today, as well as core value number 2. We'll be discussing some things there today. And I just wanted to say that maybe a little shout of recognition or praise, whatever you want to call it, for all of the activity I saw over this past week. Some really good stuff that you guys are doing as a team. I saw Carrie in Canada is doing something called the Power Hour. I think it started yesterday. Some income producing activities going down, IPAs, which is important, right? Because I think many times we get caught up in activity, but not necessarily income producing activity. So we're at the close of the month now, so it's definitely time to be doing some income producing activities, as well as a lot of the leaders. I was looking at the enrollments of customers this week, and it was really encouraging to see the enrollments from all over the world this week. So from the United States and Canada perspective, though, really awesome to see pockets of new enrollments from all over in areas that many of you probably aren't even aware that we're building in, and some good things starting to develop. And just a great week this past week. So let's talk about closing out the month, guys, of January. Some things you should be thinking about this week as you're closing out the month for your own activity, as well as for your team, if you have a team. If you don't have a team, then it always begins with you. And even if you have a team, it still begins with you in your own activity, your own PV. I picked up a couple customers this past week, personal customers from Facebook posts. That always feels good. 10 years in, still feels good to get some new customers and get some samples out. We're going to talk about Synergizer a little bit, but just first note for you, you may already be aware of this, but it's important. The month closes on a Friday, which is good. It's better than the month closing on a Sunday, in my opinion, just because people are usually in a different frame of mind on the weekend than they are during the week. And it also gives all of you the chance to get a fresh start with teams and trainings and everything that's coming up. So this Saturday is the first Saturday for those of you that do events and trainings. This Saturday is the first Saturday. It's already here. It's like, that thing comes around really quick, which is good. But know that Friday is the close of the month. So you got this entire week to really get some incredible stuff done, whether that is getting your own PV up from the previous month, to making sure that your team has got themselves covered for commissions. So what I'm saying to you is today is the day, if you haven't, because we're already after the subscription, our auto ship of the 25th, that happened on Saturday. Saturday was that 25th subscription. So you should know now kind of where the dust is settling in your organization from a number standpoint for potential rank advancement or some other type of recognition that you guys may be running in your own organizations. And so If not, if you don't know where the numbers fall, today's the day to do it. Today's the day to roll your sleeves up and figure out where you're at, how far you are from your next goal, and then put an emphasis on finding out people in your organization and where they are from significant landmarks. And so the first and most important goal is that you get to 200 PV, everyone. And so that covers such a wide range of people in your back office that your list could probably be pretty big of the people that you may want to contact today that need to get that PV to 200 to maximize compensation. And now, guys, we've got free shipping to help us do that. So if you have an active subscription with LifeVantage, you get free shipping. And I can't tell you the magnitude of that for trying to close out a month. The people that realize the magnitude of free shipping to help close a month out will see numbers come in like they've never before, in my opinion, because now you can go to people who maybe haven't experienced Axio. Maybe they've never ordered a bag of Axio. Well, now they can experience that with free shipping. And we can go on and on and on.
It does make those conversations easier for when you're trying to help your team to hit the numbers. If you just strip it all the way back to focusing just on the people's 200 PV, you know how many rank advancements can happen if you're helping everyone to hit those numbers? And you guys, a lot of times, as Brandon's saying this, it's making me think so often people who are new to LifeVantage do not realize what they could be accomplishing. Like, you don't know what you don't know. So if you just initiate those conversations with some of the people in your downline and find out if they recognize how close they are to that next rank and whether or not they want to go for it. And then you don't hang up the phone then and go about your business and on to the next one. Now you help them do it, right? That will help them to experience the collaboration and the team of how we build this business. So, and if you've not done it before, then you probably have no concept of what we're talking about. But when you see that start working, it's exciting. It's exciting to know what can be accomplished by you taking some initiative and helping your team to advance.
So if you're not quite at 200 PV, let me give you a real simple way to get there. Go get the new Tri-Synergizer carton.
Ooh, yeah.
Get two of them. Get two
Why
of them.
two?
And for sure your PV will be over 200 because it's 100 PV per carton. That's 200 PV on top of whatever else it is that you're already ordering. And the significance of that is what you're going to do with those cartons. For one, it comes with some little, I don't want to call them, maybe it's kind of like a contact card of sorts.
Miniature brochures.
It's definitely a little miniature brochure that you can use for sampling. And that's going to be really the power in those cartons and the packaging of those cartons. To me, guys, I did some research last night and this morning, and I'm not going to go too scientific on you, but the HMOX-1 gene, which our NAD product upregulates, is so powerful. And I know some of you just, I probably just blew your mind that I even said those things. But our product increases that gene expression by 1,563%. And when you take the Tri-Synergizer together, that gene is upregulated as the Tri-Synergizer 848% higher than if you were just taking Nerf 2. So that gene, if you kind of want to just really strip it down, that's the gene that helps your body deal with, can I say inflammation?
No.
Well, there's this thing in your body.
Wow. When you start choosing your words. It's not easy.
I
It's
don't
just
even know.
saying it's helpful for all of us. We all need it. How's
Yeah,
that?
that's not good.
Oh.
That's not good. Let's just say this, guys. Go to lifevantage.com and look at our Tri-Synergizer pack, and then look at the science there. And it supports a healthy cardiovascular system. Let's say that. So there's a lot of things that will throw your cardiovascular system out of whack. And we can say that when you take the Tri-Synergizer, it supports a healthy cardiovascular system. And it does it in a huge, huge way. And I know that's not very sexy, what I just said, but the results are amazing when you take Tri-Synergizer. So here's the deal. If you're going to sample it, you don't have to say much. You don't have to talk about the HMOX-1 gene. You just tell people how you feel, because we can do that, and give them a packet and one of their little cute little brochures. And your PV is going to be up, their health is going to improve, and you may gain a new
And
customer.
I may be wrong, but I thought that that offer was just for the month of January. That when you buy the two
I'm pretty
cartons,
sure.
you get the little mini brochures for free. They will be available in the future for purchase, but if you want them for free,
LTO, limited time offer. So that's one thing you can do to close the month out. Secondly, is um, nothing important is happening more than 3 days from now in your database's mind. So what that means is, if you invite them to something on Thursday today, they're probably going to not show up or find some way out. But if you're inviting them to something tonight or tomorrow, and at the most 72 hours out, chances are you're going to have their attention and they will participate. So, in order to close the month out really strong, you should probably have two events, not one, but two events that your potential customers can plug into. Could be a home meeting in your area, could be a Zoom that you or your team is doing together. And if you don't have those on the books, today strategize with your team, strategize with maybe some others. And it doesn't mean that you have to do the Zooms, but there, find out what Zooms are going on, opportunity Zooms, and get some people plugged into that. It could be just a phone call. Could be where you want to share the, here's an idea. Why don't you guys do this on tomorrow and Friday? Because tomorrow's really close, and then Friday will help you close the month out. Is on both of those phone calls or Zooms or Facebook Lives, have a story based on Tri-Synergizer and the effects of Tri-Synergizer and what they've had. So you need to have the success story. Call around, message around, and find some success stories on Tri-Synergizer. There's plenty of them out there. And have someone also share some stories that have joined you in the business, people that are gaining you customers, gaining distributors, maybe rank advancing, and have them tell their story and why they have decided to become distributors. Just some ideas for you. It's things that we've done over and over and over again to get people thinking, maybe why they should either use the product or join us in the business. So that's just some ideas to close the month out. It starts with you knowing the numbers, though. So get into the back office, dig that up, and know where you are and where the team is. And so let's move into our core value. You guys, I can't tell you the importance of these core values. Like it cannot be overstated that every phase of your LifeVantage business can be improved by applying the core values. And if your LifeVantage business maybe isn't moving the way you want, I can assure you the answer, the solution is in the core values. It's just there. Okay. And so core value number two at its core is about the duplication process or the leadership process, in that we provide all an equal opportunity for impact. And that is truly what we do, in finding others that want what we want and then giving them the freeway to our path for them to achieve their goals with this business in as big a way as they want it to be. So let me share this, and I know Lynette's got some stuff that she wants to share in connection to core value number 2. In sitting with John Maxwell in one of his leadership classes, I think this goes back 2 years ago. The question was raised about how would you get a new distributor started, or how do you, when you bring people onto your staff, how do you help them lead? Like, how do you take someone and then help them become a leader? And Maxwell's response was, it's the 10-80-10 rule. 10 slash 80 slash 10. And it works this way. He said, I will spend 10% of my efforts showing them how to get started. Then they will do 80%, right? 80% of the time or work needed for them to just go do, is what he said. They do. So at first he says, I 10% help them get started. Then they 80% go do. And then I come back behind that and give them the final 10%. And that's kind of just the tweaking so that they can go back and do again. And the beauty in that is what we do in network marketing. In fact, he said, get started. And there's no coincidence. It's not a coincidence that that is the name of the tab at teamtrueblue.org. Get started, right? It's there. And so as a leader, all you really need to do is give someone a simple direction. That get started tab has got a checklist. That checklist is there to help people get started, and then they go do, right? And you earn as you learn. Okay, so the learning process is while you do. You will not learn much if you're not doing much. So if you want to learn this business, you need to go do the business, go do the meetings, go do the invites. You'll earn some money in the process. And then a good leader will always circle back and tweak a little bit for the person that wants to continue to get better. Not get in their way, but tweak what they're doing so that they can get where they want to get faster. So I just thought I wanted to share that when it comes to an equal opportunity of impact, many people get caught up in management where they're not allowing their leaders to lead. And they're doing, all the presentations because they feel like the presentation needs to be perfect, or just, I can go on and on and on and on. But the goal is in allowing them to go do that 80%. You just kind of give them a direction, let them do, and then you circle back around and help kind of guide them on the path so that they don't repeat the same mistakes you've made.
So it's funny because as I kind of pondered core value number 2 this morning, my brain also went to John Maxwell, which coincidentally or not coincidentally, that is kind of his, what's it called? His personal motto or whatever is having impact on others. And I forget how he words it exactly. But one of the things that I was reading in one of his books, this one right here, if you can see it. The Power of Five. He was saying that he was given, well, first off, let me say this. I feel like at LifeVantage, we do facilitate the ability for people to have an equal opportunity of impact. We do that as a team. We do that as a company. Like, we do have that set up for people, but whether or not they make an impact ultimately falls on their shoulders, right? Sometimes you need the format in which you can do it. Well, then once you've been given the format, now it's just on you to do it. And John shared that one of his assistants gave him a gift. And as he unwrapped the gift, he saw that it was a book. And the title of the book was The Greatest Story I Ever Told. The Greatest Story Ever Told is what the cover of the book said. And he said it kind of like he got this little sense of excitement as he went to open the book to see what its contents were. And the inside was blank. There was no words. All of the pages were completely blank. But on the cover, or the inside cover, was a note written to him from his assistant that said, John, your life is before you. Fill these pages with kind acts, good thoughts, and matters of your heart. You write a great story with your life. And you guys, every day we have that ability and that choice. What our life ends up being like and what it ends up, the results of our life, is dictated by our decisions that we're making each and every day. And I think that each of us have different goals. Maybe we have different ways of wanting to impact others, but ultimately, I think it all comes down to the same thing: is that we just want to help others. We want to matter. We want to know that we did something of significance. We want our friends and loved ones to be able to reflect on us and our life and go, you know what, they were really awesome in this way. Not in a gloating way, just that you just want to matter. You want to make a difference. And we have the ability to do that based on our choices, but ultimately it will fall on our shoulders. So at LifeVantage, we have an amazing ability to give people many different things. We can help them with their health. We can help them with their time. We can help them with their leadership, with their personal development, with their overall happiness, just because of thinking in a different way and being around people who think in a different way. Like, there's so many different ways that we can help impact others. And it starts with us sharing that with people. There's no way for them to benefit from what we have to offer if we don't ever open our mouth about it. So just know that you have an empty book that you can start filling every day. And then the question you'll have to ask yourself is, when that book is finished, will you be happy with the story that was written? And if the answer to that question as of right now is no, I want to do more, I want to make more of a difference, then now's the time. Like, today's a new day, right? So start today, start making a difference today.
Yeah, this business, guys, it's so amazing in my opinion because it is blind. Our compensation plan is absolutely blind. So it does give everyone an equal opportunity. The compensation plan doesn't pay you according to your gender. How cool is that for the ladies that are listening to this right now? You will earn exactly what a man earns for doing what a man does in this business, right? It doesn't care if you're male or female. It doesn't care if you're 18 or you're 80. It doesn't care. Like, I can promise you right now, if you're 25 years old or younger listening to this, your earning potential in corporate America is nowhere close to what a 40-year-old is. It's just not. They're not going to pay you what someone that's got 20 more years of seniority and experience. But our industry will. Go sell more products than me. You're 25, go sell more products than me, and you'll make more money. Grow a bigger team than us, and you will make more money. What country you live in. So I could go on and on, right? What I love about network marketing is it gives, and I hate using the word ordinary, but by the world standards, ordinary. Okay. Like Lynette and I, neither one of us went to college. Not to get into some type of debate there, whether you should go to college or not, but I hated school. We just started life. We were ready to start life more than start an education, I guess. And so from the standards of the world, we were very ordinary people when it came to what we could contribute to the workforce, right? I didn't have a degree. And so I just had to go out and work. Well, in some areas of traditional business, that is a hindrance. You know, if you don't have certain qualifications, you're just not getting in, right? In network marketing, it doesn't matter. And that's really the real world. The real world is the market will tell you what your worth is, not an education or your age or any of those things, but it's really in your head, right? You have to believe it first. And that's what I love about network marketing is it is an equal opportunity. Now, the other side of that is this. Because it's equal, you can't hide. It's on you, okay? Your business or how many people you enrolled this month is not because of upline, crossline, compensation plan, none of that. It is on you. Okay. Now that might make you feel a little uncomfortable. And I think that's good if it makes you uncomfortable, because it made me uncomfortable when I finally realized that this thing was, if it was to happen, it was up to us. That did put a little bit of pressure on me because there's nowhere to hide. You're exposed, right? And so you're writing a resume. That was told to me years and years and years ago at LifeVantage is, Brandon, you're writing a resume for this company, and you're being watched. And every one of you that are watching this live, you are being watched. We see you. Okay. Do you want to be known as the leader in your city? Because if you want to be known as that leader, then you need to go do those activities. And we know, and so does LifeVantage. Do you want to be known as the leader in your state? Like, are there other people in your state that are outworking you? Because if they are, then they're writing the resume. So what I mean by that is when LifeVantage wants to find out who they're going to be using for speaking engagements, or who are going to be the go-to people for hosts in your region, they're not looking for someone that has a rank per se. They're looking for the people who are actually doing the work and putting in the effort and the time. And so, guys, go write your resume with this thing, because it's a clean slate for you. There's nothing standing in your way but yourself. And what a phenomenal time for you to be a part of this company right now, where the company is hungry for leadership, because that's truly the next phase of this business with LifeVantage, is growing leaders that will help their teams recognize the greatness of our products and this industry, and can build some big teams. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and go close this month out strong. Let's get some rank advancements so that we can apply core value number 3, which is that we look for ways to recognize people and celebrate life. So the timing of that, I don't know if we won't have the rank advancements in for next week, but the week after we will. So, but you guys can recognize greatness as soon as you like in your teams, and we'll help you guys next week. So you guys, talk to you later.
See you guys.